Tools that actually wear down? Biome-specific iron golems? There are so many textures that Minecraft would sadly never change. Especially not all of the mobs. That's right! Minecraft's mobs currently are so stiff and plain in my eyes. So thank goodness that with this pack, each and every mob in the game gets their long-deserved makeover, complete with improved textures and animations. Slimes bounce around like jelly, zombies and husks stumble forward like the undead mobs they are, and both spiders and creepers look, well, creepier than ever. Then there's the ghasts. We don't talk about the ghasts. There are plenty of unique sights to go around, with every mob in the game getting a glow up. Well, every mob except for one. Meet the Trading Wanderer. Looks like here, the trader and his llamas decided to swap places. This is actually so ridiculous that I don't know which one I'm supposed to trade with. I'm guessing you? Whoa! Is that a flaming diamond sword?
Yes, obviously.
Huh? Ah! This flaming sword is just one small part of a resource pack that massively overhauls all enchanted gear. I'm talking armor, weapons, tools, and books. Each enchantment changes the texture of gear in different ways. And not only that, but if you experiment with different enchantment combinations, you can get some crazy cool and unique results. Unbreaking gives items this obsidian texture, while mending gives them a green sheen. Even more unconventional items like shields, fishing rods, and lighters can be customized in crazy combinations. My favorite, though, has to be the Swift Sneak boots, because it just replaces them with this pair of socks. Hehe, I'm not alerting any wardens with these bad boys, which is perfect, given the world has become entirely infested with skulk. This pack creates a world of horrors, my friend, where anything and everything has been turned to the dark side. Villagers, for example, have begun their terrifying transformations into warden illagers. Every hostile mob has become skulkified as well, meaning they're nearly impossible to spot at a glance, making them much more dangerous. While every mob looks a bit more evil, at least the passive mobs are still peaceful. It's still not going anywhere near that pig, though. Ooh, my crops are ready! Oh boy, just look at all those dancing exclamation points. This pack is perfect for absent-minded farmers like myself, because when your crops are all nice and ready, they'll get those bouncing beacons above them. And it works on amethyst crystals. Now, I'll never miss harvesting time, which is great for crops and rocks, but with the addition of these new sapling textures, we could watch our little baby twigs grow and mature into giant trees. Giant round trees? Wait, circles? In my Minecraft? Never! Although, I have to admit, it's paired with Minecraft's pixel aesthetic so well that I kinda like it. We could even use a different pack to retexture the leaves into these bushier, more leaf-like models. Now I think that is a tree best left unchopped. Minecraft in the trailers looks beautiful! So what if the game looked like that too? Thankfully, with the use of the bare bones resource pack, we can give our world those exact same textures. Then, if you pair it with the better animations pack and a shader pack, then now our Minecraft worlds look identical to the ones in those trailers. The mobs are all so beautifully animated, while the world itself feels much more inviting. It's all so vibrant, and that is terrifying! Is that a sheep dragon? And an army of sheep mobs? Sheep zombies, sheep creepers, and a sheep... Wait, that's not scary. Oh my! Yes, with the sheepified resource pack, everything is sheep! From the creatures of the overworld like bees, fish, and ravagers, to the monsters of the nether like striders, hoglins, and blazes. There is no escape from the sheep. So it's time to burn it all away with this enhanced fire pack. With it, Minecraft's fires can look like this instead of like this. The added variety to textures really helps break up the repetitive look of the original, making it much more visually pleasing when you're burning down your frenemy's house or burning away the evils of all sheep kind. Begone, foul beasts! And it pairs real nicely with this Rekindled pack that overhauls every animated texture in the game when paired with shaders, making them more detailed and twice as smooth. Some of these blocks truly look amazing, especially when compared to the originals. And even some particles are changed, like fiery explosions for TNT and bubbles coming up instead of swirls for potion effects. More helpful though is this pack that adds health bars. They'll now appear above every mob in the game once they've been attacked, which is great. No longer do I have to guess how many more hits it'll take to kill a skeleton. All I need is one more good hit.
No way! I have, like, mountains of health!
I can literally see that you don't.
Huh? No! Foiled by a resource pack!
What the? Oh, looks like our next pack here adds in skeleton physics. So now, instead of just poofing into the void, skeletons will instead collapse into a pile of old bones. Much more satisfying, especially with sound. You can even pair it with the item physics pack for extra detail. Now a skeleton's dropped bow, or any other item for that matter, will fall flat on its face instead of floating upright. It's a nice change that gives the game a more natural feel, if you ignore the spinning. Though, I've never seen a pickaxe like that before. Probably because it's just one of the many custom tools, weapons, and armor that you can get in the Better Vanilla Building resource pack. By simply renaming any gear item, items can be customized into any number of unique styles. We've got a mushroom set, a skulk set, glass set, and best of all, we finally have a full turtle set! With so many armor and item options, players can truly express themselves more than ever before. Now I am the Turtle Lord! Now, give me your bows! Yes, so many bows! Which is perfect, because now we can use them to make all of this! Moondrop is a pack that adds in all the kitchen and foodstuffs that Minecraft has seemingly refused to add over the years. Renaming various items like bowls, sweet berries, and bread can transform them into stuff like stacks of dishware, baskets of berries, and a plate of the cutest little bear-shaped sandwiches. You can even rename some blocks to get furniture, like these cabinets. Everyone needs a cozy place to eat, though for those less than cozy places, you'll definitely want to grab some torches from this reimagined pack. Now, torches are 3D and have fire particles coming off of them while they're in your hand. It's leagues better than the boring old texture, especially when paired with the dynamic light mod, so you can actually see where you're walking. Not only that, but lanterns are also 3D now and are held above the screen. It looks way more immersive, just like the fancy menu overhaul pack. It takes every interactable block menu and reimagines them to be themed around the actual block. Like, the simple addition of having the crafting table textured here really makes you feel like you're actually using a crafting table. And the same goes for other blocks, like the fancy enchantment table or the bubbly brewing stand, which should definitely be paired with the brewing guide pack. It adds this convenient in-game brewing guide right next to your brewing menu for all your potion crafting needs. You'll never have to look up a recipe again. I absolutely love it. What do you think? A Screaming Goats pack? Who would want this? Uh-oh. I'm sure lots of people love Screaming Goats. Back, you animals, or I'll slay you with my tiny sword? Well, this tiny tools pack is great for players who want less of their screen obstructed by their tools, and they all look really small and funny, but I need something a bit bigger right now. Ooh, this long swords pack sounds promising. Whoa! Okay, well now my sword is a mile long. Well, this just seems unnecessary. Right, guys?
Next!
Look at all these new beds from the Fancy Beds pack. It replaces all 16 color variations with these awesome new patterns. We've got one fit for a sailor, this dreamy night sky, and a classic creeper bed. Maybe one day we'll be able to decorate our beds with banners. But for now, I'll take the extra customization. Like this, a super bed. Feels right at home with the Super Mario pack. It turns any Minecraft world into a Super Mario-inspired paradise. All mobs in the game are replaced with their Mario counterparts. Wolves are turned into Goombas, which can of course be tamed, and horses are now Yoshis! Though some of the mobs here look more cursed. Regardless, there's plenty to see in all the different biomes and caves. Just don't ever visit the end, because that's where the Bowser Dragon lurks. Wait, lush golems? Diamond golems? Amethyst golems? These are only a few of the new golem variants added in the Golems Galore pack. Imagine if, when a golem was created, instead of this basic look, its appearance could change based on the location it's born into. Ah, wow, you are so beautiful. They can also be renamed to get even more unique variants, like the Copper Golem, Furnace Golem, or Bling Golem. Oh, I bet you think you're so much better than all the other golems, huh? Well, you're not. These guys are. Because if you build an iron golem in the nether, you'll instead get these Borbarians. And these piglin monstrosities themselves come in tons of variations. As if that wasn't enough, when paired with the Gory Glory pack, all golems will now break down more than ever when damaged, even losing whole limbs. It's a lot harder to miss if your golem needs a repair now, especially compared to those cracks they used to get. Wow, all these new golem features are so crazy. I think my head might just explode. Don't worry, I got you, pal. Now, defend me from that army of stubby mobs! This pack replaces all hostile mobs in the game with these shorter and, I must say, cuter enemies. I mean, just look at that piglin riding in a gas balloon. It's adorable. Meanwhile, zombies are changed into tiny goblins, some even riding on wolves. But then check out the skeletons. Haha, looks like somebody didn't drink their milk.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, I am out of here.
Ah, is that a wither? Ah!
Wait, okay. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm just not feeling that threatened. You're too goofy looking.
I can't believe this.
Whew, okay, good thing he left. My sword was about to break. Yeesh. Because of the diminishing tools pack, item textures now actually reflect their durability instead of just having that little red bar below them in the menu. This makes it a lot easier to tell how busted something is when floating on the ground, while also providing some extra detail to the game. Don't know why something like this hasn't been added yet. But what about a new weapon, like this gun? Haha! Say goodbye to the pathetic twang of your crossbow, and hello to the powerful blam of the hunting rifle. Oh boy, I got him! Along with this weapon upgrade come bullets to replace arrows, perfect for any skilled hunting enthusiast. Bam! What the? Bam! Okay, that does it! Luckily for me, I've got man's best friend, a dragon! Sick 'em, boy! That's right, this pack changes Minecraft's wolves into legendary, tiny, mythical beasts. And they come in tons of colors. Plus, they can even be dyed to get the color of your choice. If you want a pet that'll defend you to the end, they'll attack mobs with the hottest of flames, and can be renamed to wear armor. Just don't let them anywhere near your sheep farm. Maybe I should have built a wall instead of a fence. But can you blame me when wooden fences look this good? Seriously, every wood type has unique doors, so why not fences too? This pack revamps each and every fence type in the game from the same model to these special designs. Even bamboo and cherry. It's enough to make your neighbors jealous. Hey, Ned!
What?
You jealous of my cool fences?
No. Puh. Lame.
What are you even doing over here? Oh, you're playing chess with the chess pack? This resource pack allows you to rename bone blocks into different chess and checkers pieces, so you can battle it out with your friends. Ned, are you playing by yourself?
Yes.
Do you want me to leave?
Yes.
Am I smarter than you?
Yeah. Wait, what?
No takesy backsies! But even geniuses need a little help sometimes. And thankfully, the Redstone Tweaks pack is here to make redstoning easier. It adds a visible number value to redstone blocks and dust to help players visualize their power outputs. Among other things, you can easily tell at a glance what note and instrument are assigned to a note block, or if a music disc is in your jukebox. It'll also add extra details to item names in the inventory to show you the item's redstone power and activation times. Though, for the adventurers, this legendary pack is where it's at. It takes all the vanilla armor and upgrades it into these fantastic beasts, each one uniquely designed with its own model and textures. I'd be happy to wear any of them, though the fiery netherite set is definitely my favorite. I mean, just look at it. Oh, I should also mention that the Elytra gets a visual overhaul too. Now, it's a sick pair of dragon wings. Makes it look more like something you'd expect to find in the end. Unlike that axolotl in a bucket. What are you doing here, little guy? Oh, I can turn my items and tools from 2D to 3D with the special resource pack, you say? Including most tools, items, and even animated gear, like the bow and crossbow? That's incredible! But, what about potions? Potions are also 3D? Astounding! Though, I definitely still prefer these stylized potions. Because, even with the recent potion color changes in 1.19.4, it can still be difficult to know what you're looking for. So, on top of the new designs just looking awesome, adding in a unique bottle shape for every potion really helps each one stand out. I'll never mistake a potion of poison for a potion of water breathing again. Rain? Well, it is perfect umbrella weather, and this pack has all villagers pulling them out whenever a storm starts. They come in over 20 different colors too. Kinda wish I had one.
Haha, look at the umbrella-less loser. Yeah.
Hey, don't bully me. You only have those umbrellas because of a resource pack that I put on.
Oh yeah? Prove it, dork. Oh!
Though, when you have a lot of water, adding in detailed edges like these from the Water's Edge pack can really level up your builds. By renaming grass blocks and sand, you can get different variations of river or oceanside blocks. It really does look amazing. And if you rename a barrel, you can even get this awesome water wheel to add to your builds. Or you could just ride down the river on an axolotl. Since we don't have any rideable water mobs yet, we'll just have to get creative by using this pack that replaces Minecraft's boats with these giant squishy friends. They'll even wear helmets. Safety first. Now,
Swim!
Wait! Hold on. What is that? That's sand. It looks awfully suspicious. Probably because of the sus sand pack. If you ever find yourself struggling to locate those treasure-filled blocks, then this makes certain that you won't miss it by replacing the original texture with this one.
Save me!
What is the— Whoa! A parrot wearing a top hat?
Yes, save me!
Crazy to think, but with the Pesky Parrot's resource pack, he's only one of many new parrot variants. Aside from the colors, you have standouts like the glowy parrot, parrot in a floaty, or disco parrot. They can even be other animals entirely, like an owl, an ender dragon, or a puffer fish. Okay.
Shut up and save me!
Save you? From what? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. A pack that replaces villagers with cats. And each feline still has a unique look based on the job they perform. Who wouldn't want this? I mean, I've always been more of a dog person, but, I don't mean it like, oh, wow. That's a big, heavily armored cat. Ah! Yeah, even their iron golems are replaced with these blade-wielding cats. Wait, look! A rat! Ow! Oh, I wouldn't have done that if I were you. Because those rats are actually retextured silverfish. With this pack, any silverfish has a 1 in 3 chance of spawning as a rat instead, meaning you might see a lot of them crawling around your world's strongholds. Or if you wanted to keep one as a pet, you could always just rename it Rat. Though, for pets, I prefer this retextured Soul Lantern. It takes the normal lantern's color swap and makes it 10 times cooler by having a visible spirit floating around on the inside, even when you're holding it.
Let me go, pal.
No way! I'm lonely.
Fine. Will you at least go through that cool-looking portal over there?
Cool looking? Oh, wow! That is cool! With the use of the mystical portal pack, nether portals get these weird flickering symbols. It's so mysterious. It almost makes me want to walk through it.
Yeah, walk right in there, pal.
Oh, wait, where am I? Ah! Oh, what the? Where did I spawn? Whoa, this place is so beautiful! Wait, am I dead?
No, Boggs. This is a pack that adds in all kinds of new plant life. It's called Wild Plants.
Wow! It looks like it adds new flowers, mushrooms, and even trees? Wait, if I'm not dead, then who are you?
I'm you, doing a deep voice.
Oh, good. I'm just crazy. Just like this circular hotbar pack. It takes everything you'd normally have littered above your hotbar and wraps it into this packed little circle. It's a nice visual change-up for those who want it, though riding a horse or adding extra hearts can get a little cramped. Then there's the Icons Overhaul Pack. It adds in additional icons throughout the game's menus to make them easier to recognize at a glance. The art all looks great too, and it can be paired with the Mobs Icon Pack to add in pixel art for each mob above their spawn eggs. Pretty nifty. Though, for these boring old mobs, not so much. But what if every mob in Minecraft had a unique look based on the biome they spawned in? There would be so much more visual variety added from just this one change. Not only that, but Minecraft could take it a step further by giving each biome its own properties. Swamp creatures could poison you, while snowy creatures could freeze you. Maybe mushroom sniffers could even dig up special ancient mushrooms. If you ask me, I'm surprised this hasn't been added yet. Enchanting tables are supposed to be the most magical block in the game. Using this Enchanting Reimagine pack, we can replace the crummy old table with this one that includes a glowing circle of magic and particles. Then, we can use the Enchanted Books pack to retexture our enchanted books to more easily tell which is which, like Fire Protection versus Frostwalker. There are unique designs for not only every enchantment, but even their power levels too. Really makes you feel like a wizard! Da mihi porcum! What the? Why does that pig have living animations? Oh, that's right. With the new Fresh Animations texture pack, not only does every mob texture and model in the game look cleaner, but as the name implies, they each have unique animations. They can gallop, wiggle their snout, and even watch you with intense suspicion. What? What are you looking at? I'm not gonna do anything. Now's my chance. Now I've got all the crops. Ah! I'll give them back! These chests aren't fooling anyone. Once opened, we can all see that the inside is just a layer of black pixels. That's why they should be replaced with these from Chests Reimagined. This pack retextures and remodels chests and trap chests to look like the functional boxes they're supposed to be. And the Ender chest actually has a visible portal on the inside, which is way better than whatever this hole is supposed to be. Almost feels like I could jump right through it. Whoa! Evil pets? Well, actually, they're just part of the larger packs for better dogs and better cats. Cats have had their varying breeds for a while now, but outside of the Persian, they're just color swaps. So it's amazing that these packs give so many unique models to not only our feline friends, but our puppy pals as well. You've even got hostile breeds like the Cerberus dog and skeleton cat. With so many different breeds represented, there's a pet for every player.
What a good old boy!
Haha, wow, we look so much alike.
Ruff, ruff, bark!
The resemblance is uncanny, just like Minecraft's armor. Ignoring color, the actual textures of each suit are fairly similar, with the exception of chain and netherite. So why not take it even further? Each could have its own unique style, from leather looking more like a cool cloak, to diamond looking fit for a king. And what's new armor without a new armor stand to place it on? Current stands are just sticks that honestly look too weak to hold up iron, let alone our heavy netherite armor. So these armor stands would change that, displaying your new duds in style while also coming in a host of new colors. Now, something that's annoyed me for the longest time is the fact that some blocks are restricted to this grid pattern. That's where using connected textures could really come in clutch. Finally, my very real diamond house will look just as epic as I imagined it. It's glorious! This pack replaces those edged textures to make everything just a bit smoother. And in the case of glass, easier to see through. Hey, Carl!
What?
I can see you!
Ah! Privacy!
Ignoring that, I'm hungry. But with so many different foods in Minecraft, how's a guy supposed to know what to eat? Each food item has its own properties, and normally, looking at those items in your inventory doesn't do much for you unless you forget what something is called. With the icons pack, you can actually see the amount of saturation each meal will provide you, along with any effects from potions or enchantments, which can come in handy when you want to know if a poisonous potato is, well, poisonous. Why do villagers look the way that they do, with those silly Squidward faces?
Oh, I don't know. Why do you look like an idiot?
While I'm guessing that it's to avoid getting villagers confused for players, I think it'd still be cool to have these villages populated by players like Steve and Alex. That way, I can at least pretend like I've got some real friends. Hey, how's your day going, Alex?
Buy my potatoes.
Oh, so true, bestie.
I miss my nose.
Well, be seeing ya. Hey.
Turn us back.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Fine, then we'll just turn you into a villager.
No! What the? A raid? I gotta go! Villagers!
Bring out the tank.
Oh no! Wait, is that a Ravager? They're usually a pretty intimidating foe on their own, but with this texture change, it looks like the pillagers have decided to upgrade them to the max. So it's a good thing I'm not alone! Ha! I have one too!
Well, ours is better.
Yeah?
Yeah! Attack!
You know what's crazy? Of all the blocks in Minecraft to be animated, from magma blocks to crimson and warped stems, furnaces still look like this. Even Prismarine is more animated. And I didn't even notice until I looked it up. Well, now, thanks to the Furnaces Reimagined pack, we have a fix. Because on top of adding in a unique block model that's hollow on the inside, when smelting, its fire textures will now actually move around, which is great when it's cold outside and you just want to cuddle up next to the fire on top of my beautifully retextured carpets. Carpets have always been a great way to add some personality personality to your home's floors. But there's only so much personality you can add with a solid color. That's why I think Minecraft should do something more similar to glazed terracotta and give us different patterns for each carpet color. You could get a classic cheetah print with orange, creeper faces with lime, or even skulk with cyan. And with a unique pattern for each color, there would be plenty of other customization possibilities. What the? Who could that be? An Enderman in a shoe?
That's right, punk. We gonna race or what?
What? No.
What are you? A chicken? I'll kill you! Oh.
I'm catching up! What the? These are just retextured boats?
Yeah.
Huh, that's neat. And now where were we? Oh, right. Minecraft is made up of 3D cubes, right? While it still kinda makes sense that the sun and moon are square, shouldn't they also be 3D cubes? Well, this is what we'd get if they were replaced. And while it definitely looks a bit off at first, I think I really like how they look, especially the different moon phases. I definitely prefer it to the rounder sun and moon that Minecraft had originally considered. That just doesn't feel right. Kinda like how villagers are all able to wear different types of hats, but I'm stuck standing over here with an empty head, forced to watch them with extreme jealousy. But all I have is this pumpkin. Wait a minute, what if Minecraft just replaced the pumpkin texture with random hats? So many possibilities! I could be anything I want, like a wizard. Yum! Glad I killed that pig. A detective? Who killed this pig? Or even a judge?
You killed that pig!
I'm guilty! Now, the Ender Dragon has been Minecraft's final boss for as long as I can remember, and hasn't seen a major visual change until now! Behold! This is what the Ender Dragon could look like! And with its much more threatening model and textures would come a host of awesome animations as well. Really makes it feel like the epic fight that it was always meant to be. Even so, I've killed this gal hundreds of times. I'm sure it'll still be just as easy as ever. What in the? Hey, what happened to the cool dragon? Ah! What's going on with my world?
Why, it's the end of times.
Ah! What did you do?
I've infected the world with a texture pack that continues to devolve until eventually everything is just one pixel.
No! But how will anyone know what blocks or items are?
That's the point, dummy.
Oh no! Whatever will I do? Oh, right. What if you could just take all the flowers in the game and give them a makeover? So how do you like your roses cut?
Oh, I don't know. Surprise me.
You got it.
Wait, what are you?
Hold still.
Ah!
And done. What do you think?
Oh, I love it.
That's right. No more boring 2D textures for plants. With Cuban's Flower Pack, each and every one has a new 3D model, which really makes those flower forests pop. And along with these updated flowers would come 3D crops. Farms would look fuller than ever. And while crops like carrots, beets, and wheat all look great, they pale in comparison to the new melon and pumpkins. Just look at these guys. I can taste them already.
Excuse me?
Huh? Yes?
Did you just eat that?
Villager? Potato? I guess this new pack changes villagers into crops? Huh.
Are you even listening to me?
Across the world, each biome would have its own special villager species, like carrots in the savanna and cactus in the desert. Even the wandering traders have turned to a life of vegetation. You got anything cool to trade, buddy? Yeah, that tracks. My favorite thing, though, might be the zombified villagers, because they'll turn into poisoned crops with angry little faces. They're as cute as they are deadly. Now, while there are hundreds of blocks in Minecraft, it still bugs me that crafting tables are left looking like this. Boats, signs, and doors will all take on the color of the wood that's used to craft it. So why don't other blocks, like bookshelves, lanterns, and, well, crafting crafting tables. Well, this pack could change that. Not only would these blocks now have textures for each wood type, including cherry and bamboo, but even other blocks like campfires and barrels would reflect their crafted materials. I'm practically drooling at the thought of all the building possibilities. And boats are another item that could use some retexturing. The only real issue I have with them, aside from the fact that we don't have bigger ones yet, is the fact that it's difficult to see what's directly underneath you. Well, thanks to this pack, we could have glass-bottom boats. These would allow players to look deep below the waves for any buried treasures or ocean monuments, while enjoying the beautiful scenery. Just do your best to avoid the reimagined Guardians. Never before have these beasts of the sea looked so fish-like, updated with better animations and all. Honestly, this should be the new normal. The Elder Guardian 2 would get a facelift, and I think he's even more terrifying with his giant, wide-open eyeball. It's like he's staring into my very soul.
Die, you ugly eyeballs! I hate Guardians!
What? I was having a bad day! Ah! Minecraft is magical, but it really does lack any sort of magic biome, which is weird. The closest we have is probably the Dark Forest, but outside of the giant mushrooms and rare illager mansions, it doesn't really scream magic. So what if we changed that? This pack would retexture allays that spawn in these biomes into pixies. It would also add in multiple variations for the classic mushrooms, including these little pixie houses. And mushrooms could now grow on top of logs to add some extra ambience. It really makes finding illager mansions much more rewarding when you're able to rescue those rare pixie allays. Almost as rewarding as finally getting your hands on that coveted elytra. You know, for how rare and powerful of an endgame item the elytra is, it's weird how boring it is. Because unless you have a cape, you're stuck with the dull gray look. But now that we live in a post-armor trim world, why can't these Wings of Wonder be customizable too? We could glide on phantom wings, soar with a trail of fire, or buzz about like a bee. Especially with it eating up that armor slot, we're in desperate need of something else. Anything else. Well, maybe not anything. These glass wings don't seem very darn it. Enchanted items in Minecraft don't look much different than normal, outside of their enchantment glint, which can be hard to see. So instead of that dull purple shine, let's get the full color spectrum into our hands. This pack will coat every enchanted item you own with rainbows, from tools and weapons to items and even armor. I feel invincible! Woohoo! Yeah! Although, while the rainbow enchantment glint is cool, imagine having unique textures for every enchanted tool and weapon. Their powers could actually be reflected in the textures, like spider eyes on your Bane of Arthropods axe, or an emerald shine on your fortune pickaxe. Efficiency tools, I think I speak for everyone when I say we want customizable tools. And this just seems like a no-brainer. I need to flex my fortune muscles in front of Angry Ned.
You know, I'm not angry all the time!
Ooh, look at these sweet money makers.
I don't care!
Oh yeah, brother! Get rich!
I said I don't care!
Yeah, money! I love money!
Ah!
Even though diamonds are much more plentiful now, ever since 1.20, it's still easy to miss those precious gems. Though that's not the case with this 3D ores pack. It gives an extra layer of detail to each and every ore block in the game, while also giving more depth to amethyst and both variants of obsidian. The real kicker though, these ores can also glow, meaning that you'd have to be blind as a warden to miss these treasures. No offense. Ores aren't the only blocks in need of more depth though, and this classic 3D resource pack is here to prove that. It adds extra detailed models to nearly every block in the game. Cobblestone and bricks will now pop out, while crafting tables have a 3D top and tools. Rails and ladders are more than a flat overlay, and books are nestled inside their shelves. It really makes Minecraft feel like more than a collection of flat textures, and completely elevates the game's visuals. Carved pumpkins beacons are even fully hollowed out. Well, until they're lit, where you can see the actual torch placed within. Though, I don't know about you, but I often find myself double, sometimes triple checking which spawn eggs I'm grabbing when I'm in creative mode. It can be difficult to tell which mob the eggs are for at first glance, unless you've memorized them or read through each egg name. That's where this unique spawn eggs pack comes in handy. Now players will know for sure which mob they're getting simply by looking at the item itself. Each one's got its own cute little face too. And honestly, if Mojang is gonna go out of their way to change potion colors for better visibility, why not do the same for spawn eggs? Though I'm sure we can all agree that deserts are the most boring biome in Minecraft, at least visually. There's nothing but sand, dead bushes, and the occasional cactus for miles. And while deserts are known for being desolate wastelands, they don't all have to be. This pack takes what we already have in deserts and makes some simple tweaks to add even more variety. Cacti could be replaced with all these different variants, adding even more color, along with adding palm trees to make any wasteland feel more like an oasis. Even dead bushes get updated into these tumbleweeds. With these changes, I'm half tempted to make myself a desert resort. What a beautiful day.
Hey, Bonks!
Oh, hey Crazy Carl.
Love the palm tree!
Thanks. Just don't.
I'm gonna touch it!
It's still a retextured cactus. Well, it's no secret that animated textures help make the game feel more alive. And there are so many items that could be animated but aren't. Imagine finding a diamond and then seeing it satisfyingly gleam in your hand. Or crafting an Eye of Ender, only to have it blink right at you. Honeycomb could drip, sniffer eggs could crack, we could have smoke coming off of blaze rods, or pufferfish dancing in a bucket. This animated items pack adds in all these and more. Over 30 different items. And just because Minecraft is made up of blocks doesn't mean that it has to look like it's made up of blocks. What do I mean? This is what I mean. The Enhanced Vanilla Tea pack aims to take the default look of Minecraft and smooth out the edges, resulting in seamless transitions between different block textures like dirt, grass, and sand, as well as different types of stone and brick. I really love how natural it makes everything feel, while still playing exactly the same. Though, if smoother edges aren't your thing, you could lean fully into Minecraft's more blocky side by making it even blockier. Introducing the Minebricks pack. This will turn your entire world into a brick-built paradise. Combine this with the shader pack, and the sharp plastic shine will make you feel like you're straight up living in a world made of Lego. Even all the mobs will look like they crawled right out of the toy box. Every block in the game is modified in the style, no matter where you go. Why, I'll bet I could build so much faster now. Whew! Haha, all finished! And just in time for night. The sounds of Minecraft. While they've been updated over the years, they've remained pretty faithful to the original game, and while that's not a bad thing by any means, more varied sound effects could do wonders for immersing players in the game's world. And this pack adds in over 700 new sounds to do just that. Caves sound more dangerous than ever, with random sliding rocks and even creepier sounds. You could relax to the sounds of rivers flowing, or wade through the cold, howling winds. Dive deep to hear the sounds of the ocean, then surface to listen to the rushing waves. Most mobs have even had their sounds replaced to give them a more quality feel, and footsteps will sound more varied depending on the blocks you walk across. Makes it easier to hear when these creepers are coming. These tiny little guys waddle around and now have their own theme depending on where they live. Who's a cute little desert creeper? You are! Ah! Though they're just one of the many mobs that this pack overhauls, as skulk-themed spiders now roam the deep dark caves. And you can now ride on giant birds instead of horses.
Hey, Bonks! Watch me fly! Ah!
Whoa! What the? Piglins and hot air balloons replace ghasts?
Heck, got one! Yeah, no one can stop us!
Oh, yeah? Well, thanks to these newly textured enchanted books, it's now easier than ever for me to find the perfect enchantment for my bow. Now take this!
Oh, goodness! We're going down, Mayday! Ah!
These books come in a variety of textures, each representing their unique spells. It's a great way to help players find exactly what they want at a glance. Plus, with the Enchantment Modifiers pack, the same could be done to our tools and weapons as well. Oh, these look sick! What was that? Ah! Oh no! These are the new Better Spiders! And they are terrifying! Not only do they chase their prey with unsettling new animations, but they can even lower themselves from the ceiling with their webs. Ah! Back! Back, you beast! Oh no, I'm cornered! This is a nightmare! If only there was a resource pack that would get rid of spiders! Hey, what do you know? See, if you're a fellow arachnophobe like myself, then this pack makes for a necessary change, turning spiders into mimic chests. Just don't get them confused with your regular chests. Though, actually, that could make for a good prank. Oh, Ned!
What?
Welcome to your new storage room!
Oh, thanks.
Haha, no problem. Now, attack!
Ah!
And while that's going down, I can show off the Animated Ores pack. It takes the static textures of ore and transforms them into these sparkling wonders, while also glowing to make them easy to spot in a pinch. Ooh! I'll be taking this so I can trade with the... them? Oh no! That village is under attack by ghosts!
Please, I've been good my whole life. I've only scammed 4 players.
Oh my goodness! It looks like the zombies have been retextured into these spooky specters. Not only do they have their own unique animations, but some even wield weapons.
Stop explaining and save us.
Oh, right. Here! There. Saved the day.
Thank you, sir. Please help yourself to our bountiful crops.
Bountiful crops? Oh, wow! Those are massive! Crops normally look so small and weak, but with this pack, they can now be grown big and strong! I think it's ready! Haha, I'm sure to win the contest.
Too small, too dead. Oh my! It's beautiful!
Yes, they're great. Though, with bigger crops come hungrier rabbits.
Get the crops, boys!
Not if my diamond golem has anything to say about it!
Retreat!
Yes, sirree! Say hello to the golems galore! This pack adds in a variety of unique golem designs for each ore type, as well as biomes. You could even get special designs by using name tags. Honestly, makes me wish we had these as new mobs in the game. Maybe the furnace golem could set mobs ablaze, while the copper golem powers your machinery. Just don't let them catch you wearing this ridiculous warden hat. It's not a real warden! While some resource packs, like tailored hats, give players the ability to rename carved pumpkins into a variety of unique headgear, the Pets resource pack changes those same pumpkins into wearable mobs, which can be anything from passive to hostile. Like this cool baby zombie, this lovely turtle, or even this ender dragon, which looks cool, but her claws are in my eyes! My favorite, though, is the copper golem one, because it looks like he's the one in control.
I am in control!
What the? Oh, where are you taking me?
Doo-doo-doo. Well, this is my stop.
Hey, you can't just lead me to this beautiful paradise of color. Whoa! Thanks to the Hexabiome pack, Minecraft's biomes have never looked more vibrant, adding in a variety of new colors that even affect plants like sugarcane and bamboo. You'll have a real hard time figuring out where to build your next base. Here. Wait, no. There! Man, this is hot. Who's sniffing me? What, a rainbow sniffer? Well, that's new. Bringing in a delightful array of unique sniffer variants for every biome, this pack includes beauties like the petal-spreading cherry blossom sniffer and the coral ocean sniffer, adorned with vibrant sea life. Though, be careful in the caves, cause you might just get a jump scare from the fossil sniffer.
Stop sniffing me, or I'll turn you into a set of sniffer tools!
I was just kidding, cause though they may look like they're made from sniffer material, they're actually just retextured diamond tools. And for those, I would much rather use this pack, cause it completely revamps the look of your tools. From pickaxes to bows and everything in between, each tool has been reimagined to maintain the classic Minecraft feel while adding a touch of brilliance. Whether it's the natural beauty of the wooden tools, the rugged strength of iron, or the sparkle of diamond. Is that a cat stuck in a tree?
Yes, get me down from here.
Wait, you're a cat villager? Whoa, it's a whole village of cat villagers. They're adorable. Haha, I bet I could get some free stuff for back scratches.
No, we want emeralds, just like any other villagers.
Okay, but what about this string?
String? Did he say string?
Go and get it!
It's mine! No, mine!
This pack adds a fun furry twist to your worlds, changing every villager into different felines depending on the biome. Just don't overstay your welcome, because come nightfall, you might just find them turned into horrible zombie cats. And that's alongside those creeper cats. Cause in a bizarre affront to nature, though these monsters once feared all felines, this pack changes them into the very thing they hate. Oh, the horror! Although, since it's just a texture change, they are actually still terrified of cats. Yeesh, poor guy. He is not gonna like what he sees the next time he looks into a mirror. Now, a much more useful texture change would be the simple addition of unique shapes for each potion bottle, cause colors just aren't enough to go off of, especially when you have like 4 green potions. But with this feature, players could instantly identify their desired potions with no hassle at all. Wait, do I hear boss music? And is that a newly enhanced boss bar? Oh no. Ah! Currently, boss bars in Minecraft aren't anything special. Though, with the inclusion of this pack, whether a raid or a fight with the Ender Dragon, each bar would have a unique and intimidating design. It even works for modded bosses, like those from Mousy's Mobs and Alex Mobs. Speaking of, their designs honestly put the vanilla bosses to shame. So, I think it's time for a makeover!
OMG, a makeover?
That's right, come on over and have a seat. Now, if I just clip this here and then spray this here, presto! Now you look truly terrifying.
This is the happiest day of my life!
Because with the boss's refreshed pack, Minecraft's big bads could get an overhaul. From the Ender Dragon and Wither to even the Warden and Elder Guardians, each formidable foe would look as scary as they're supposed to. Not that it would ever deter me from defeating them. Beware my blade, cave beast! Ah! Now, when a player dies in a totally heroic way, it's only right to honor their memory with a statue. And with this pack, you can add in any skin, then rename a carved pumpkin to get a brilliant display piece of your very own. And put this on and...
Oh no, no! Why are you crying?
Because Dr. Bonks, the greatest hero in all the lands, is dead!
You mean he didn't have a Watch of Undying?
Watch of Undying? Oh, right. While totems of Undying are great for keeping yourself alive, they're not always the best to look at in your offhand. Thankfully though, this pack takes it and morphs it into a wearable accessory that's not only hidden from first-person view, but also looks incredibly stylish on your player model. So while you still have to sacrifice holding a shield, you don't have to sacrifice your precious screen space.
Ooh, cool watch. What time is it?
It's not that kind of watch, Carl. Also, you know you could just look up at the sky to see a bunch of Super Mario's boos coming right at us. What the? Ah! Born from retextured phantoms, they're just one of the many new Mario-themed mobs that have been retextured here. Meanwhile, creepers become bombs, while wolves are now tameable Goombas. Even horses are transformed into these rideable Yoshis. Yes, sir. Featuring incredible animations, these mobs really shine, especially when paired with this custom player models pack that lets you morph and play as almost any Super Mario character, from Mario himself to Bowser. Not very vanilla friendly though, unlike these animated items. It's honestly surprising that there are so few animated items in Minecraft, especially when we could have these dancing bucket fish. Look at them go! Players could find a satisfying shine to their diamonds, or blaze powder crackling in their hands. Nearly every item gets a boost in presentation, from sniffer eggs that crack to lava that drips and ender eyes that... Ugh. I don't like that, so I'll give it to this frog witch instead.
You fool!
I'll probably regret that. Regardless, while Minecraft's smug frogs have quickly become one of my favorite mobs, there's not much variety. Until now! Because the Formidable Frogs pack adds in over 57 new variants, not only giving each biome their own versions, like these poison dart frogs in the jungles, but it also adds in big fat toads like this guy.
Please, help us! The Frog Witch has transformed herself into a regular witch and is laying waste to my frog kingdom!
Ugh, I knew I'd regret giving her that eye. Hey! Stop right there!
Now!
Then you leave me no choice. I must call upon my epic blade!
Ah!
Ha-ha! Once retextured, the netherite sword could be transformed into this massive powerhouse. Ha! Wielding it is enough to make any player feel unstoppable. And with netherite being so hard to find, it's only right that this is your prize. Hi-ya! Ha-ha! Huzzah! I am your champion!
Oh, thank you! Here, take this gift!
Oh, thank you. It's a shulker box made to look like a present? Oh, you shouldn't have.
Open it!
You mean there's something inside? But how could I open it, or any of these delightful boxes, when they're all wrapped up so perfectly? It's like a work of art.
Just open the box!
Yeesh, okay. There's a creepy frog in here.
Yup, it's a totem! You can take it with you on your adventures, and it'll save you from certain death!
Thanks? Okay, I'm gonna leave now.
Hey! He left it in the box! He didn't appreciate our gift!
Uh-oh. Ah! Whew. Finally got away from those frogs. And by the looks of it, I've landed right next to a sunken treasure. Ooh! Just gotta get this octopus off first.
Hey, don't even think about it, Bob!
Look, it's either this.
Or I turn you into sushi.
Well, when you put it like that, it's all yours, bye!
More than just chests, the Great Shrimpsby pack overhauls every block in the game to give it a more fantastical look. Though it does also change the appearance of all chests in the game, whether on land, under the sea, or deep underground. It even changes the menus, with the crafting tables being a personal favorite of mine. And speaking of— Ah! What the? Dragons?
That's right!
Evil Bonks? You did this?
Yes! Phantoms are already the most disliked mob in Minecraft, and now, using science, I've turned them into dragons!
Ah! They're so angry! And I can't shoot them down fast enough!
They're invincible!
Wait, the sun?
No!
I don't think dragons are supposed to burn in the sun.
I know! Fine! Plan B!
Plan B?
Flip!
What the? Did you just turn the overworld into the nether?
Yes! Now, scram!
Ah! Ow! Oh. That monster! It looks like he used a pack to swap the textures of all overworld blocks with those of the nether. None of the mobs know what to do.
No! What happened to my potatoes?
Ugh. But I gotta wonder, what's the nether like? Yep. Oh, well, they don't seem to have it any better.
What's going on, man? Where's my nether wart?
Though, while swap textures can be confusing, that's actually the point of this fake portal pack. See, it changes TNT to look like obsidian, while glass panes become nether portal blocks. And with it, players can prank their friends with a portal that they just can't seem to walk through. Or you could convince them to try igniting a fake portal instead, only for them to end up in pieces!
Hey, it's a guy that's like not a pig. Let's kill him.
Just don't anger the piglins, because they've become way more confident ever since they upgraded from their boring old look with the Porkier Piglins pack.
Wait, a mirror? Oh, wait, I look pretty good.
Hey, we were in the middle of a chase.
Oh, right, sorry.
So unprofessional. Now, where were we? Each and every biome in the Nether has unique variants of these mobs with smoother animations. From the fungus-capped warped pigs to my personal favorite, the creepy Soul Sand Valley pigs, this dimension has never felt so alive, which is much easier to appreciate now thanks to the low shield pack. I've always found it annoying that the shield takes up so much screen space, because it can make it really hard to see where you're going. Cave hole! Ow! With this pack, though, it's now much easier to see where you're headed and who you're fighting. Like those pillagers with all the colorful fairies they've captured. Oh no. Found trapped in illager mansions and outposts, with this pack, allays are transformed into these little fairies, inspired by The Legend of Zelda. Oh, poor guys look miserable though. Guess I'll have to save them, all sneaky-like. And gotcha! Be free, you beautiful...
Hey, he's freeing the fairies!
Oh no.
Get him! Kill that guy!
Oh, but I just got chased by piglins. Oh, hey, that blue snow is just what the doctor ordered. Because though it's normally impossible to see until it's too late, this resource pack gives powdered snow a slightly blue tint so you can more easily spot it at a glance. Though the mobs aren't quite as observant.
We got him now, boys! What?
Anyway, now have you ever looked at a bee and thought, why so big? Well, me too. Thankfully, these flying friends can get shrunk down to the size they're supposed to be with the Bees Reimagined pack. Now, it looks like they could actually fit inside a beehive. Not really sure what they were doing before.
Hey, can you move over? You're hogging the whole hive! It's not like you're any smaller! Back off! Oh, shoot.
Yes, sir. I think these smaller bees are quite the improvement. Of course, we could always turn them into these monstrosities instead with the Bebop pack. Not only becoming hideously mustachioed menaces, but even going so far as to turn the Ender Dragon into one of them too. I'm gonna be honest, this is just not working for me. Ooh, unlike that cute little flower in a jar. Because, as it's just one of many new blocks and items that could be obtained through the erstwhile CIT pack, players can use them to build up their houses using detailed furniture, like drawers, flower beds, and these awesome lantern posts. It can really bring up the quality of any base. Heck, you could even place around some chairs to sit back and watch Carl get attacked by that goose.
Ah, what? I just ate one egg. Why are you so angry, bro? Ah!
See, the Better Farm Animals pack takes those plain old cows, pigs, etc., and fleshes them out with tons of different colors and styles. Though, in the case of some mobs, like the chickens, they can even become different animals entirely, like this duck and her cute little ducklings. Aww. This pack makes Minecraft's animals look a bit more realistic, while still fitting the game's vanilla style, which is more than I can say for that guy.
Yeah! Alright, who's next?
Me! I could take you!
Haha, sure you can.
I am your reckoning! You will be crushed under the weight of my...
I regret everything!
Oh boy. Looks like the villagers decided to do away with iron golems and take village defense into their own hands. No zombie or player could stand in their way. In fact, I've never been so intimidated by an ugly villager in my life.
Hey, what are you looking at?
You're scary, ugly, nothing! Oh no! Cow! Oh, well, now that I'm stuck underground, this seems like a good time to mention the Player Utilities pack. Especially useful in the dark. It takes the hard-to-see cracks of blocks breaking and replaces it with a bright and color-coded progress bar, which is great on its own, but this pack also changes the enchanted golden apple into a diamond apple, which is honestly just a bit cooler to look at. Like all these new banner pattern items. Enough with the plain old, boring old patterns, I say, because the way this pack changes each one to have unique colors and patterns makes them feel much more interesting and special to obtain, especially if you ever have to fight this mossy warden to get one. This natural-born aesthetic isn't just limited to the scary mob, as other mobs like villagers and axolotls could also be made to look more environmentally friendly. And though it's just a resource pack, it does make me wish that Minecraft would add in cool underground villages so we could actually see mobs like this.
Why did we ever want to live down here?
Okay, well, maybe not the warden. Though I wouldn't mind a platypus or two. Taking the place of axolotls, these semi-aquatic mammals would make for fantastic new wildlife to the overworld. Though, if this mob actually was added, I think giving it a poison attack would help it stand out from the axolotl it's based on. Those guardians certainly wouldn't stand a chance.
Swim for your lives! They outnumber us 10 to 1!
Oh, wow, they are merciless. Hey, we should probably move on to the next video. One without platypuses.